We all make our way down the hall, not saying a word to each other. Then Tori grabs Sam by his shirt and shoves him against the wall. What the hell do you think you're doing? What do you mean? Don't play dumb, you little shit. You just killed him. Just like that, and you barely reacted. He was just unlucky, that was it. God! What was even your motivation into doing that, Sam? You bastard. I could throw you out the window right now and I doubt anyone would care. Please do! We have a potential killer in our hands. Like, Sam is the villain, right? Right? Monica would care, right? He looks toward me with an innocent smile. I can feel my heart stop. This isn't the Sam I know. This man, he's not my friend. I turn away from his gaze, which garners a chuckle from him. So cold. Listen, I just played the game I was forced to. Not a murderer. If you want to blame someone, blame the host. The results are random, right? Like hell I will. Tori releases him and storms off. I'll be in the library if you need me. Starting to feel bored again. Hey, why don't we walk around for a bit? It'll take our minds off of everything. Yeah, she's right. Monica? I'm fine. Let's take a look around. We decide to split up and explore the mansion. I'm paired up with Eddie and Sayori. Wow! This is indeed a nice looking bedroom. Yeah, it seems every room here is as pretty as the last. Sayori, what are you... She's laying on the bed. I'm not so sure you're supposed to do that. Mostly because of manners. Should you really be doing that? I'm beat. She stares up in at the ceiling. No, it's like she's staring somewhere in the distance. You're going to die, aren't Don't try to tell me you're gonna think about that now. We can leave anytime, but we won't. She sits up, turning her gaze toward me. Right? She's right, we can leave, but... we have our reasons to stay. It sounds crazy, but... if I can get that power... You guys haven't told me why you're here yet. You don't have to, but... if this might be the last time we talk to each other... That makes sense, I suppose, but... isn't our wish the same as Sayori's wish? Personally, I want to make everyone happy, the same as... Yep, it's the same as Sayori's. As of right now, I feel powerless, I can't do a single thing. If I have some sort of way to achieve my goal, then this will be worth it. Well... that way of achieving that goal is through this game. That is if we don't die. Monica won't die, right? Right? I see. What about you, Eddie? I go to a prestigious school. I'd be perfectly fine attending a public school, but my parents wanted the best money could buy. One of the perks of going to this school is the specialized tutoring. I have no problem with my studies, but it helped that I could talk to my teachers directly. She looks toward her feet, shuffling in place. There's this one teacher. He... Oh no! What's wrong, Eddie? All of a sudden, tears start to fall from her face. The room is so quiet that I can hear them hitting the floor. He's not a nice man. He treats my classmates like objects. I mean, it's heavily implied that this is something very, very wrong. Pedophilia. When we're alone, he... It starts off the same every time. He asks about my grades along with other things. So, you ever read that Me? Don't mind him. He asks out every girl in class and you're next on his list. Hey! I really did want to hang out with other people my age, but... Eddie? Do you mind coming here for a second? Oh wait, so this is a male classmate, female classmate? I excused myself and made my way to the opposite end of the room. This is the bastard teacher. Yes? I wanted to go over some of the material with you after school. I feel like you've been distracted lately. Is it because of the boys? They're at that age after all. I'm... ah, I'm so disturbed. That's not... You know, they really don't care about you, right? At least not the... at least not the way I do. God! Yeah, he placed a hand on my shoulder. I feel like throwing up. This is so wrong. It's rubbing me the wrong way. My hairs are spiking up. I care all about my students, but you're something special. If he really cared about me, he wouldn't treat me like some toy. I want to see you prosper. How would your parents feel if you start falling behind? My parents took pride in the fact that their daughter was a star pupil. They would brag to all my friends as parents. If my grades dropped for whatever reason, they would do whatever they could to set me straight. This would include home tutoring. The teacher isn't tutoring. It's like some badly written porn. If that happened, then my own home wouldn't even be safe. He knew that. Same time. Yes. I mean, we can't fight back. Not with violence, at least. This still continues and I can't tell anyone about it. Why not? Oh my god! He has pictures! He didn't say so, but I knew he'd spread them somehow if he found out. Oh my god, arrest this man! Please! I will... Just arrest this man! How are the police not knowing this? If I told anyone it was him that took them, they wouldn't believe me. The school would protect him anyway, so it wouldn't matter in the end. The school would protect a pedophile. I see. Oh yeah, this is worse than Edward's attitude, and it's understandable now that she's crying. Eddie, she shakes her head, wiping away her tears. It's fine. After all of this is done, he won't be able to hurt anymore, my friends. So you're telling me that he has more? I just have to be lucky. Hey, maybe you don't need to go through this to achieve your goal. Maybe the more sensible thing to do is to call the authorities and send this man to jail. No, nothing will change if I leave. The school will just keep protecting him. This is my best chance. Okay. I guess there's no way to talk her out of this. I don't think any of us are leaving anytime soon. I hear knocking on the door. Hey, you guys in there? Before I can respond, Tori opens the door. Want to talk to Eri. Alone. Alone? That's what I said, right? Well, beat it. Get stuff to talk about. Alright. Eri backs away and swiftly leaves the room. I follow her soon after. I'm about to part ways with Sayuri when a question enters my mind. Sayuri, why are you staying? Why don't you just leave? That's... huh? Wait, where's this all of a sudden? I don't know. I know I should, that I have no reason to stay. But whenever I'm in this room, it's like my legs won't move. Something so it's the same as us. And we have the same wish, right? Like, we both wish to make everyone happy, so... There's a connection here. There's some sort of connection here. Something inside me won't let me leave. I felt the same way when this first started. It's like the longer we stay here, the less we want to leave. I mean, considering the gun's power... I guess. Why? I guess it might be because of what I want the most right now. Even though Edward was pretty mean, he didn't deserve to die. That's a pretty Sayuri thing to say. Maybe I can bring him back. Bring him back? That's right, if we wish for it, then it'll happen. Maybe I can prevent everyone from dying. Well, at the very least, I hope that's our wish. If that's how we're gonna make everyone happy. Whatever it is, I can't leave. If there's a chance I can stop people from dying, then I'll stay. I'll see you around. Sayuri and I separate and I roam the halls once more. That's when I notice Yuri, standing by one of the windows, looking out at the wilderness beyond the mansion. It's pretty, isn't it? Hello, Yuri! It's been a while. Actually, no. I've played a lot of Yuri-centered mods in this channel, so after this video, feel free to watch them. I highly recommend all of them. I was just... How should I word this? She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. I can hear the howling of the wind growing louder. Today is the day I die. Knowing this, everything seems so bright. Why is everyone so suicidal? Oh my god. I mean, Tori said Natsuki was suicidal. Sayuri said that today's the day we're gonna die, and then now Yuri. What's everyone in suicide now? Yuri, it's not my time, right? I should stop thinking this way, right? I appreciate your optimism, but it's not needed. Nobody deserves to die. Nobody should commit suicide. Please, not here. Why? Why are you so content with dying? It's just the reality of the situation. If I don't leave, I die. If I leave, you live. You live if you leave. You probably think that's a sufficient answer, but it's not, at least not for me. We haven't talked much, but I'd like to get to know you. The Yuri I see right now is worrying me. Very understandable. The outcome is random, so you don't know how it'll turn out. So, I hope that at the very least you wish for something like a brand new knife collection or a new book. Not your death. Please, Yuri. All this talk of dying won't help anyone, so yes, I'm telling you to stop. It'll be pretty dark if you wish for her death, right? So that shouldn't happen. Please tell me the Dogi survive. Instead of thinking of death, if you're really intent on staying, think of what'll happen if your wish comes true. That's right. My wish. If everything turns out alright, then I'll really get what I want. Thank goodness. At the very least, like if the OCs die, let the Dokis live. Please? Finally. I'll see you around. Maybe we'll talk more after this round. I hope so. She said maybe, didn't she? If she really thinks she's going to die, why doesn't she leave? Is she really that desperate? Get your hands off me! What's happening? Get your hands off me! Was that Natsuki? What's happening? Ooh, no, come on, man. We had Eddie and her pedophile teacher, and not you. Not anymore, please. I just touched your shoulder. Chill out. Sam, they sound like they're down this way. Why don't you get your filthy hands off of me? Filthy? You killed that guy. You killed him. I'm not a murderer, it's all. Don't give me all that shit. Don't act like you're just a victim being forced to play along. You made a choice to shoot him. Well, even if Sam argues that the outcome is random, we did technically shoot him. And if Edward shot himself and he died, well, this wouldn't be happening. You should have just put the gun to your head like everyone else. I'd rather take Edward's shitty attitude over a literal psychopath. That's... Oh, Monica. Didn't see you there. Natsuki and I were just... I was minding my own business when this dirtbag came up to me. Kept asking stupid questions, so I told him to lay off. I was just getting to know my competition, is all. By getting all touchy-touchy. I think you should just leave her alone, Sam. But, please. See you around. He passes by me with a sideways glance. He has this scary look in his eyes. I might change seats next round. Natsuki sighs in relief. Thank you. Assuming that her dad is her abusive father, that would mean her father's been all touchy with her too, so we don't need anyone more doing that to Natsuki. He's finally gone. Thanks for stepping in. I don't know what he was planning on doing to me. I wish I could talk to him, but it's like he's a completely different person now. When I look into his eyes, I just don't see him anymore. So he wasn't always like that? Not at all, he was actually very sweet. And not crazy. You're pointing guns at everyone. He's at the top of his class and nobody has issues with him. The only thing wrong with him is that his lack of effort in anything. He didn't seem to care about anything at all. To think that this was the person he truly was. Really dark. You can't go back to the way things were before. If we both get out of this, we need to do something about him. Huh? If you don't leave, we only have two options. Prevent him from playing or... She imitates a gun with her hand and taps her temple. She can't be suggesting the number of murderers will not decrease if you kill the murderer, Natsuki. I know what you're gonna say, we can't kill him, right? But think about it. We're just granting him his wish, right? There just so happens to be a chance that he could die. But still, it's no different than what you did to Edward. Can you even hear yourself now? You're suggesting we murder him? No matter how you spin it, you're telling me to shoot him. We should shoot him. What other choice do we have? He's just gonna keep picking us off one by one until there's nobody else. He doesn't even have a wish, you saw it. Yeah, he just threw it away. What a waste. He's using us for his own pleasure and thinks we won't lay a finger on him. There has to be another way. I'm not becoming a murderer. Then why don't we just stop him from playing? That's a good idea. How are we gonna do that? Let me think. How about... Alright, we've got it. We're going to need everyone's help with this. What do you have in mind? Attention, is this thing on? Yes. It is time for another round. Please come to the game room as soon as possible. Damn it! We'll have to wait. We'll have to do it in the next round. Come on. I'll tell you about it on the way there. Splendid. I take it you're all staying for another round? I look to my side and see that Sam took Edward's spot. At least there's some space between us now. Yep, at least they have some space from each other. Now then, he places the gun on the table once more. You all know what to do. Eddie takes the gun, her hands shaking more than they did the first round. I can do this. I can do this. All I need to do is pull the trigger. Are you gonna do it or not? Don't try to tell me you're gonna kill Eddie too. Come on, man. Don't. Huh? Sam leads in toward her, but I position myself to block him. Thank you. As you pull the trigger, if you listen closely, you can hear all the inner workings of the gun. Clicks, the rotations, everything. Each little noise brings you closer to the ultimate answer. What does your fate have in mind for you? Sam, enough. He slams his hand against the table, his smile going wider. Your heart is beating faster with each passing round. Of each passing second, you're struggling to breathe. Come on, man! This girl's been through enough. Chill! You don't want to die, but you can't leave either. You have no choice but to get it over with. Sam! Do it. Just pull the trigger. Do it. Just stop it. He pressured her. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh. Eddie got her wish. Wait, the blue light. Did she win? Oh, it looks like I received a text. The host rummages through his deep pockets and pulls out his phone. It's just... Ooh, interesting. What is it? A news article, tailored specifically for this very moment. It seems a homeroom teacher at Yamaoka High got into a little accident. Okay, we got our wish. From the sounds of it, I imagine it was quite painful. Yamaoka, that's my high school. What was the teacher's name? Are you familiar with Daisuke Higuchi? I'm hoping I didn't butcher that pronunciation. Mr. Higuchi? He's dead? It seems that your wish has come true. And to think you wouldn't hurt a fly. I was expecting like you would put him in a She would put him in a slammer, but not Biff. Come on. I wouldn't. I didn't want anyone to die. Well, your heart seems to disagree. You don't recall feeling any sort of hatred towards him? Very, very. We hate the guy, right? Like, yeah, the dude has pictures of us in our undies. I hope. Extreme hatred? She holds her head, staring at the floor. No, no, no. I just wanted them to stop. I would have never hurt anyone. Perhaps, but if something else did the job for you, you'll be able to walk away with your hands clean. He's correct. So, even though we wished for his death, it's not our fault because we didn't technically do it. We just wished for it, and then, bam, the teacher's dead. Mr. Daisuke's dead. Well, relatively clean. You're wrong. Eddie, let go of the gun. Eh? She looks down and realizes she's pointing the gun towards him. What the hell? This girl is actually very violent, it seems. The gun falls to the floor and she rests her head on the table. I didn't mean it. The host sighs and walks towards us, picking up the gun and handing it to me. Let's see. 5 more wishes to grant. I assume you're leaving, Harry? How about we take a break? No need. Just let me talk to her. Tori? She stands up and walks over to Eri. She bends over and whispers something in her ear. I couldn't hear what was said, but it was enough to get her to stand up and follow Tori to the other room. The room remains silent until the two return. Tori's frowning like usual, while Eri has a faint smile on her face. Well, whatever Tori said to Eri, thank you. Eri? I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what? I'll give you another short break. You may all converse with each other when I'm gone. Odd. I figured he would let us do another round. I catch Natsuki glancing in my direction, then towards Tori. Okay, so it seems that she's calling the troops. The two subtly nod to each other, then I stand up. Monica, could I talk to you for a sec? Sure. I followed the two down the hall until we reach a stairwell. They glance over their shoulders for a moment before descending the stairs. Deeper and deeper we go, until we reach the basement. Dang, it's pretty creepy in here. This place. Creepy, right? He brought you here for a reason. And what's that reason? Tori reaches behind the box and pulls out a bundle of rope. Alright. We're doing it. The plan we talked about. The bastard's gonna get what's coming to him. Alright. Just don't hurt him too bad, alright? Tori mumbles something to herself and walks off. Probably something about, why does Monica still care about the guy? I mean, he just killed Edward and all. You remember the plan, right? All you gotta do is keep on talking to him enough for us to knock him out. Alright, I can do that. I'll get into position. See you up there. I wait for Natsuki and Tori to hide, then call Sam's phone. I tell him to meet in the halls, and he does so without question. Before long, he shows up. What's... Suddenly, Tori bursts out of one of the rooms and smacks him over the head with a large book, causing him to fall onto the floor. I hold my breath, waiting for him to stand back up, but come on, we didn't even get to talk to the guy. Like, we were about to talk to Sam, and then Tori was like, Leroy Jenkins. I hold my breath, waiting for him to stand up, but he doesn't. What the hell was that? He was gonna attack her, I saw it. Huh. Well, if that was the case, then thank you, Tori. Thank you very much, Tori. Saw that? Oh wait, sorry. Saw what? Saw what? You were in the other room. Let's just tie him up, alright. Well, whether or not Sam was gonna attack me with anything, at least Tori was there on time. So thank you, Tori. Thank you indeed. And besides, We even did our mission, right? So, good ending. We tie his hands together and grab him by his arms and legs, carefully carrying down the steps. Don't drop him. I'm not gonna drop him. And what does it matter? I already beat him unconscious. Wanna see me do it again? Tori would say. Maybe. Well, Monica doesn't want to kill him, so we're not killing him. I don't want to kill him either. But why do you care what Monica wants? I just keep lifting. Oh, I see you returned. Yep. What about the host surveys the room searching for Sam? I see. Now then, the host turns to Eri with a raised eyebrow. I'm staying. Why? Why is she staying after already getting what she wanted? Splendid. This should make things interesting. How? Eri picks up the revolver off the table. Then points it at Tori. What? Wait, no. What the hell? Eri? Oh, whoa! We already tied up the murderer. He's at the basement. Not you too. What are you? You all need to trust me. Whoa! What's happening? You all need to trust me, okay? This is what I have to know. What do you have to do? You're going to shoot her? We didn't go through the trouble of getting rid of Sam just for you to take his place. Exactly. I'm not gonna hurt anyone, I just want to grant Tori her wish. What if she goes unlucky? Oh no. Her wish? I haven't gotten to talk to Tori one-on-one yet. At least not for an extended period of time. She always seems so scary. Okay. I mean, if you're fine with it, then fine. Guys, it's fine. What do you mean it's fine? How is this fine? Oh, I asked her to do it. She's hellbent on redeeming herself, so I said, fuck it, grant me my wish while you're at it. Okay. At least both parties are agreeing to this, so I guess it's okay. This is insane. What if she kills her? Will she keep trying to redeem herself after that? And then just shoot everyone one by one? We're all dead and Eri's the only one left alive. Hey, Tori. Thank you for telling me your story. Huh. Now that I think about it, Tori is the only one who hasn't opened up yet. Aw. Thank God. Bummer. It's my turn now. Once again, I feel nothing. I should be afraid, but I don't. It's like that part of me is empty. I feel the metal against my head and I hear a click. It's gone. That's strange. It's almost like I'm watching it happen, like I'm not really there. What do you mean? Hand it over, will ya? That's right, this is the first time where the gun reaches the other side of the table. I slide the revolver across to Tori. Guess it's my time to shine. She lifts the gun up but stops herself. The music is gone. What's gonna happen? She looks shocked by something? No, that's not right. What's not right? Wait, what the? You're dead. I watched you die. What is she saying? I look over to the host and he just shrugs. Tori suddenly stands up, knocking over her chair. Get the fuck away from me, you're free. What's happening? Tori, are you? Shut up. She's waving around the gun seemingly in the way that she could shoot any one of us. In fact, I don't think she's aware of her surroundings at all. Her eyes are darting all over the place, and she doesn't seem to acknowledge anyone else in the room. What's happening? Tori? Eri slowly stands up from her seat. Wait, it read Edward. What? Wait. Edward isn't here, he's dead. I want you to drop the gun and... Oh no. No! No! Eri? Oh no! Eri! What? Why are you... She looks down at her hands, dropping the gun at the table. I didn't. She stumbles back and falls to the floor. Oh no! She seemed like a nice girl too. Oh. She then releases a scream that can be only described as pure agony. Aww. Eri was, she was, she was a nice girl. She didn't deserve to die. I mean, Edward was kind of a dick, but he didn't deserve to die too. But anyways, Eri's gone. Oh no. After what seemed like an eternity, the room became silent. They could only hear the sounds of Tori's heavy breathing. I wasn't sure when she'd stop screaming. I mean, she just killed a person. Unintentionally. But unlike Sam, who just said it's unlucky Tori's grieving because apparently both of them have the similar story, or similar past rather. Tori? She's just sitting against the wall, not moving, not responding. It's like I'm not even here. It's only when I move closer to her that she says something. Go. Are you... I said go! Damn it. It's best if I listen to her. I need to give her some time to collect herself. I think I'd want some space too if I look over to where Eri used to sit. Eri... I can't think about that. I shouldn't. I need to take my mind off of everything. Maybe I'll look for the others. I checked the dining room and noticed Tatsuki and Yuri. Hey guys? Hey... Hello... We sit down at the table in silence. The silence remains for a few minutes. She's really gone. Or is she? Why'd you do it? I mean, kind of unintentional. I mean, she looked deranged. She was hallucinating that Edward is still alive, and then bang. I've been trying to understand that for a while now. She wasn't acting like her usual self. I actually saw fear in her eyes. What did she saw? She was acting strange. I recall her mentioning something about Edward. What about Edward? That's right, I remember that as well. None of this makes sense. I guess now it doesn't matter, whatever her reasons were. You can't do anything about it now. That's true. Still, to think that Eri would stay. I don't know why she did that. She had no reason to. Do you think it was something Tori said to her? Maybe, maybe not. I hope whatever she said to Eri, Tori will say to us too. Like I said, it doesn't matter now. After another moment of silence, Natsuki stands up from the table. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll see you later. It's just the two of us then, for now, and then Yuri. I'll be... Aw, never mind. I'll be leaving as well. Here I am, alone again. I need something to take my mind off with all of this. When I'm left all by myself, all I can see are their faces. Their blood. Tori's screams. I need to stop myself. Maybe I could talk to Sayori. Where is Sayori? Where could she be? The first place I checked just so happens to be the right one. Hello, Sayori? Monica? How'd you find me? Just by chance. Oh. There it is again, the silence. The atmosphere is completely changed. Instead of fear and dread, it seems like everyone's experiencing sadness or grief. I mean, we just lost a very nice girl! Aww. She was very kind and everything, and the past was apparently very dark. I really liked her. You're not the only one, Sayori. You didn't talk much, but she seemed like a nice girl. She was a nice girl! She did. Why Tori had to shoot her? I don't get it. Me neither. None of us do. I don't think even Tori knows. Do you think we should talk to her? I already tried. She wants to be alone for now. What about you? Are you holding up okay? She turns away only for a moment, with a look that tells me she's trying to decide whether she should tell me the truth. I'm doing fine. I'm a bit shaken up, but I'm not going to let my dreams slip away. That's good to hear. A very Sayori thing to say. I don't believe her, but I can understand why she wouldn't tell me her real feelings. She has to keep her positive attitude. Attention, yes, Monica? Will you please meet me in my office? Why? Thank you and goodbye. His office? Where is his office? I'm realizing you probably don't know where my office is. It's on the east side of the second floor, the door at the very end. That answers my question. But why would he want us? What do you have with us, Mr. Host? I say goodbye to Sayori and head towards the host's office. Hello, Monica. Please, take a seat. I do as he says and he sits in the chair across from me. What does he want before? Is it... I know about Samuel. I'm assuming that's his full name. I'm not actually sure. He knows? How? What does he know? I keep an eye on my guests I have to just in case they're up to no good or they want to break the rules. Now make no mistake, I do not endorse violence. I think that Tori girl could have gone without nearly splitting the kid's head open. But he pulls out a cigar and lighter from his pockets. Do you mind? I shake my head and he lights up his cigar. There is no rule that will punish you for extolling another member against their will. There is not? Thank you then. We just sealed off a murderer. Nope. As long as you don't kill them, you kids can do whatever you want. He got his wish after. What was his wish? And that wish is... He smiles, a puff of smoke leaving his mouth. He felt excitement for the very first time in his life. That's what he wanted and that's what he got. What? Well, if you find the thrill of knowing whether or not you're gonna die from a gun, then... Yay, he got his wish, but at the same time he just killed someone. But killing people? That's not the gun making him act like that, right? He shrugs. Don't know. I'm still not quite sure how this all works. Oh my god, then you hold this whole event that you don't know how the gun works? Speaking of wishes, what's yours? My wish is to make everyone happy, right? I want the power to make everyone happy. He chuckles, seemingly amused by my answer. Really now? I don't think that's what you really want. What are you? You're a lot like me. What do you mean? I can tell. You're lying to yourself, aren't you? I don't know what you mean. You'll find out soon, trust me. I seriously have no clue what he's talking about. I'm lying to myself in what way? I really do want to give everyone the happy ending they deserve. That's what I want. Well, what do you want, Mr. Host? Me? Oh, I already told you all. I want to grant the wishes of those who are not as fortunate as me. You could have given us all the same amount of cash and just let us leave. And in what way were you lying to yourself? Back then, I didn't. He frowns, taking another puff of his cigar. Now, I lie to myself every day. I'm getting more and more worried. I can tell myself that this is for the best. I'm really fine with watching young people die for their dreams. You know, my son was part of my expedition crew. He was there when I found the artifact. He was sacrificed. I'm sorry to hear that. I lost a lot that day, but I gained this. He taps the black box sitting on his desk. My dream came true, albeit in a form I didn't expect. It cost me my son, but I can't go back and choose differently. This is the choice I made, and I'll have to stick to it. Why don't you just stop? You've seen how much that thing's cost, so why don't you just put it away? Because... He stubs out the cigar and looks me straight in the eyes. I've got chills. I don't have a choice anymore. What is that supposed to mean? I think it's about time you left. I suppose it is. Thank you for having me. Oh, but of course I'll see you all very soon. I don't know if I should be worried or happy about you, Mr. Host. I return to the West Wing and run into Tori and Natsuki. Sorry, are you... Fine. Just needed a minute. Damn it. If you need more time, we can. She slams her fist against the wall. I said I'm fine. Sorry. Tori sighs and walks up to the window, placing a hand on the glass. Harry, Eri was the one girl I didn't want dying. All of us! We didn't want Eri to die! I talked to her about why she stayed, but I found out we had more in common than I thought. She turns around to face us. I notice she's avoiding eye contact. I met a lot of shitty people in my life because of my condition. They wanted to take advantage of me because of that. Okay, looks like we're having Tori's story. Condition? That's why I'm here. I'm sick. She taps her head with her finger. Up here. It started when I was younger. Hmm. The doctor said it was a special case. That I shouldn't have been showing symptoms so early. What is your sickness? I guess that's just how shitty my luck is. What's the situation? She did it again. I thought we were over this. So what happened this time? You can tell me, you know I always listen to you. I felt something under my skin. No! I panicked and grabbed a pair of scissors. So that's how you got these? The doctor points towards my soap bandages. Oh god. Come on now, we don't need more cutting. He sighed and turned to the nurse next to him. He whispered something in her ear, thinking that I couldn't hear him. But I did. He mentioned upping my medication. He turned back to me with the same smile as before. It's a good thing you didn't cut yourself too deep. A few stitches to do the trick. Wait here, I'll be right back. Come on, we didn't need someone to take Yuri's place. I mean, Yuri doesn't seem to be cutting now in this mod, but really? Give it to an OC? Poor Tori. I only came because I needed money, but when I found out about the gun, I thought that maybe it could cure me. Maybe I could have my life back. Every day when I looked at myself in the mirror, I just felt angry. I hated myself. Well, that's something the two of us have in common. But after a while, I decided to stop beating myself up and put that anger to good use. Nobody fucked with me after that. I was being bossed around by some of the school's local shitheads. You gonna pay up or what? Pay up? Don't plead them with us. I know it's that time of the week and I would like to buy that new jet. God, are you serious right now? Ask your mom to buy it. We're not gonna pay them a single dime. Break his fucking arm. And her, that bitch needs to. Thinks she won't stand up for herself. Teach her a lesson. If you don't, this won't stop. You've gotta do something. That's right. So I did what I wanted. I broke the dickhead's arm and shoved the girl's face through the. You go, Tori. Jesus. Of course I got suspended for that, but when I was back in school soon enough, after that people knew better than to talk to me. You just need a friend, Tori, and we're here, so you can calm down now. So, Natsuki, you're the only one who hasn't told us why you're here. Now that I spilled my guts out, it's your turn. I didn't think I needed to. You all told our stories and you refused to leave. You must have a good reason and I want to hear it. If you don't tell me, I'll just keep bugging you about it. Fine. Aww. Well, I knew it was about her dad, but I didn't expect that he'd be sick and not the whole abusive father thing. My dad, he's sick too. The doctors don't know what's wrong with him, but he keeps getting worse each day. He's the only family I have and I don't know what I would do if I lost him. I'm sorry to hear that. Now you know. Now you can quit asking me about it. You should leave while you still can. Spend time with your dad. Think about what would happen if you never came home. That's right. Just some advice. She starts walking towards the stairwell. Gonna talk to Sam. Why would you talk to Sam? You could come if you want. I glanced over at Natsuki, but she already walked away. I guess I'll follow Tori. We enter the basement, finding Sam in the corner, Sayori standing over him. Sayori notices as he quickly leaves the room. Roy says nothing as she walks up to him and undoes his binds. Thanks. Don't thank me, seriously. She sighs and cracks her knuckles. Sam takes a step back, proudly preparing for another hit to the head. Harry's dead. Killed her. Huh? We're both killers now. It's only fair that we're punished for it. So what do you mean? A one-on-one game between us. Either one of us will die or we'll have our wish granted. But if your wish is granted, that doesn't seem like a fair punishment to me. My luck isn't as great as you think it is. She motions towards him to leave and he follows her. Just as he reaches the door, he stops and turns to me. Hey, about Sayori. Watch out for her! The expected thing to say is, watch her. Watch over her. Not watch out for her. What do you mean, Sam? Something's off about her. I think she might be losing it. She just stood there, staring at me. Oh my god, that would be really creepy. Like you're in a room, just tied up, you can't move, and then someone just staring at you. Yeah. That's certainly strange. Just be careful around her. He could be messing with me. Though I did catch Sayori standing over him. She was acting fine earlier though. I'm not sure what to think. I followed the two back to the game room. There you are. I assume you. I want to play with Sam only. Huh? You heard me. One-on-one. He paces the room thinking to himself. A duel? He stops with a smile. A duel it is. Take a seat and we'll begin. I don't know how to feel about this. Should you really let the two of them do this? Now let's see who starts first. The host places a gun on the table and spins it. The gun points towards Sam, giving him the starting turn. Okay, there's nothing. He immediately takes the gun and points it at Tori, pulling the trigger. He shrugs, sliding the gun to Tori. Okay. Nothing. Nothing still. So that's how you're gonna play. Enter. What do you mean? We only have one move here. We're just gonna shoot each other, right? You're worried that the gun won't work on me, right? She says nothing. All we can do is watch the two of them try to shoot each other. With each click, I anticipate a similar ear-splitting boom. Only 2 shots. Wait a minute. That was 6, right? So the revolver has 8 shots? I don't know. Only 2 shots left. You know, there's a 50-50 chance that these balls will be painted red. I can't decide whether I want to take the chance or not. You're not scared, are you? No. I just don't know if I should keep that risk for myself. Or if I should share some of the excitement. I don't know how you get off of this shit. You don't really care if you die, do you? Oh, trust me, I care, I just... He waves the gun around while he thinks about how to respond. Do you know what it's like to be perfect at everything, no matter how little you try? I don't study, I don't practice, I don't train. Yet I'm the star everyone looks up to. It's mind-numbing. It's like my life is running on autopilot. He points the gun at himself, placing his finger on the trigger. That's until I came here. It made me feel something other than boredom. He slowly squeezes the trigger. I can tell you're the same as me. You want to feel that spark as well, don't you? Nothing. You're wrong. I'm nothing like you. Sure, I don't give a shit about anything, but I've seen people die doesn't make me happy. I can see a look of disappointment on Sam's face as he hands over the gun. I never said it made me happy. This is it, the final chamber. Seems like this is the end of the round. I'm looking forward to your decision. Tori looks down at the gun, then towards Sam. Of course, it comes down to this. I don't know what I should do in her situation. Would I take the risk? I wouldn't want to shoot Sam, and I don't want to die either. Might as well get this over with. This is my punishment after all. Without hesitation, he points the gun at herself and pulls the trigger. Oh, yes! Yes, a blue light. This means your wish has been granted, it seems. Congratulations! Everyone in the room sighs in relief. Everyone except Sam who still looks disappointed. Tori silently stands up and walks toward the door. So you're not staying? A wise choice. Before she leaves, she turns around to face us. Oh, cool! She looks so badass and cute at the same time. It's so cool. She's smiling. For the first time, she's smiling. Go home, please. Whatever you think you want, it's not worth your life. How can you say that when you got what you wanted? I got lucky. Doesn't mean a thing. You have so much to lose. I can't stop you from staying anymore, but please, stay alive.